excited to share a couple details about where Set Power Free is at and towards our progress moving along our roadmap. On the next slide here, you'll see our typical really roadmap. This is the roadmap that has been driving all of our work this year, from the new UI to voting and decentralization, which is the current phase, and then PowerPay, which is what we're also working on the side, and we're going to ramp up into full steam after voting and decentralization. Really making some progress here. So let's jump into that progress. A lot of it is behind the scenes, but we're quickly hitting some milestones that get us very close to when we can be fully transparent and give the actual dates, and I'll give some detail on that. So charter and mainnet. First things first here. I want to jump to the next slide. And then we'll jump down to the voting and decentralization. For those of you who don't know, we got some Q&A questions about charter. So the message is being received, which is awesome, and you're waiting and you're getting anxious at it, or not anxious, you're biting at the bits, and that's awesome. We celebrate that as community members of really getting excited and waiting for this charter to come as we set this foundation for the DGF by proposal and by that interaction. So a couple of really main things here is prior to the voting opening, you'll receive a charter. We're actually backdating everything off of the mainnet migration window all set up and do the whole thing in one fell swoop. So everything's backdated from the mainnet. About 1 week before the mainnet migration window, the voting will close. 1 week before that, the voting will open, and 1 week before that, voting will be announced. So everything's coming on there. So everything's planned. We're just waiting on a couple more tech and QA milestones that we can hit and complete, so we can really drill that and make sure that the tech is sound. The beautiful thing, as Brett mentioned in June, the beautiful thing about blockchain is that that's also one of the challenges. Is all of your mistakes are public, and all the information is public. So we want to make sure everything is. One of the major milestones that I'm going to talk about is on the next slide, where we're going to talk a little bit about how the UI is changing. There's a couple things you already know about voting and about Bridge, but let's walk through these again and with a little bit more detail. And not to spoil it, but there on the image, a big detail is the wallet. So what happens to my crypto assets? This is a question that we anticipate we'll get a lot. All of your unminted rewards, so if you have unminted rewards like I do, all of those unminted rewards will be converted one for one into green native. This will be part of the upgrade of technology that we're pushing down. And there's actually a lot more functionality with the green native versus unminted rewards, and that's really exciting. There will be no other impacts to any of your other assets. As you'll see in the next point on my wallet, the UI will be updated, and there's a couple of features that I'll talk about in the next few slides here, but it's still a non-custodial wallet. We can change the front end all day. We can make it purple, and we could change all the names, but it's your wallet, your assets, and so our front end simply displays what's in your wallet. It is just a quick shout out on a couple items here. Be very careful with your private keys, your passcode, passwords. We heard one concern about potential fraud from a community member last week, and please just guard that. We can't do anything for your wallet. If you lose those passwords, we can't help you out. They're yours. That's one of the beauties, but also challenges for customer service that Reagan and Kahea have to face on for our customer service team. And they're awesome, and we'll do everything we can for you, but please, please, please take care of that. Also, for those of you who still have yet to set up a wallet, please do so before the mainnet migration. With the technology shift, only people with wallets will be able to receive rewards. So it's really important we take care of that. All right, next item here is minting. So as you know, minting will receive a facelift well, minting is moving to what's called bridging, and it will still path to the same ERC20 token you know and love today, and that's bridge is the next and really final major milestone that from a tech side that we need to lock in, that we're working on and we're pushing forward to, so that we can actually complete the migration and that we can announce all those dates. Finally, here is voting. As said previously, voting is central to the heart of the DGF. That's what makes the TGF the DGF. It's the voting voice that of all of us as community members. And we're very, very excited to share that we've implemented that technology. If you look at that side menu there, the third one from the bottom, that little plus sign there, that's going to be the voting tab. That's the icon. You can, as always, you can expand and read the words voting. But we demonstrated that last time, and we're very excited about the new functionality. A couple more things on the wallet. So currently today, as we all know, you click on those buttons behind this modal here on the screen on the left, and it pops up this modal where you can interact with your wallet. We're going to be shifting over to this updated version on the right side of the screen here, where it's going to be a page. Same kind of navigation. You still got buttons. You click on the buttons, and it navigates you down into your specific wallets. You can send, receive. A couple new things here is you can send max. You can also choose to send, particularly for ETH and Bitcoin. You can choose whether you want to enter a dollar amount or the unit of the currency, whether it be the Ethereum or Bitcoin. So there's a couple subtle improvements to the system here that we've been able to slip in as we've been doing this migration. We're really excited and grateful for that. Finally, on the wallet, on slide 10, you'll see this is the same exact concept for the receive functions. The QR codes are copying the wallet out. No changes there, just a facelift. Final thing from me today, we shared pretty much the same slide last time. You'll notice that we are being pretty guarded on actual hard dates until we get those milestones that I've referenced. We're managing expectations right, but when communication is full
Recording in progress.
But overall, have the mainnet and bridge ceremonies progress. Despite the road bumps, you gotta love Murphy's Law even for our partners, but we're excited to move forward with confidence. Over to you, Reagan.
Perfect, yeah, so we're just gonna quickly go over the post Q&A for July. This is just the community submitted questions from you guys and your input. So we're just gonna go over July's questions. So for the charter vote, as demonstrated on slide 11, the charter vote voting dates will be backdated from the mainnet migration window. Every week we are taking off tech and QA milestones, moving us closer to the putting hard dates against the charter vote and mainnet migration windows. PowerPay, the update on this is this week we received a lot of great questions on the timeline for PowerPay. Our primary focus is mainnet currently, but the plans have been made and we are trying are pleased to share that you're rolling with the punches and excited to move forward. On this solar and storm aspect, no updates on this. Closed Q&A. Sorry. Next, we're just gonna go over something that's kind of more fun. So currently, the Discord is holding a vote for the avatar. If you guys can see, have a preference or obviously you can see. Go ahead and go on Discord and put in your vote and which one you like the most. Obviously, it's not required. It's just fun little thing that's going on if you want to participate. But yeah, that's it for today. I just want to thank you guys so much for joining. From all of us we love being a part of the community, and we're so happy to be able to do these calls with you guys. So, all right, have a
Thanks
good day,
all.
guys.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Recording